We're all taught to chase one thing: comfort, safety, that cozy little spot where we can just settle in. But what if that thing we're all running towards is actually the one thing holding us back?
Just let that sink in for a second. We chase those cozy routines, that familiar ground, because it feels safe, right? But that safety, it's a trap. And it comes at a huge cost: your own growth.
So, let's talk about this comfort trap. What is it really? Well, it all starts the moment we decide that where we are is, well, good enough.
Now, this isn't just some motivational poster quote. This is actual biology. The second your brain gets the message that the mission is over, it stops adapting, it stops stretching, it stops evolving. You're basically telling the most powerful engine in the universe to just power down?
Look at this. It really shows the two states we can live in. Over on the left, you've got the comfort zone. Same old habits, same old results, day in, day out. But on the right, that's the growth zone. That's where you step into something new, something unknown, and your brain gets the signal, all right, time to start some serious rewiring.
Okay, so if comfort is a stop sign, then discomfort is the complete opposite. It's not something you should run from. It's actually a super important biological signal that, hey, you're on the right track. Think about it. The last time you tried to learn a totally new skill, maybe a new language or playing an instrument, remember that clumsy, awkward feeling? That wasn't you failing. No way. That was the literal, physical feeling of your brain building new roads, forging new neural connections. That's what growth actually feels like.
And what about that nervous energy? The butterflies you get before a big presentation or a tough conversation. That's not just fear. That is the feeling of you leveling up. It's the hum of your own personal evolution kicking into gear.
So we have to completely flip our perspective here. Stop looking at comfort as the prize and start seeing it for what it is, a warning sign. The second everything feels easy, that's your cue. That's the alarm bell telling you it's time to find the next challenge.
But hold on a minute. Does this mean we should just mindlessly chase hardship? Just suffer for the sake of suffering? Absolutely not. And this part is absolutely crucial.
Let's just ask the question straight up. Is all pain created equal? Is any difficult thing you do automatically good for you? The answer, my friends, is a huge, resounding no.
Here's the deal. If you don't have a deep, meaningful why behind the struggle, it isn't productive. It's just suffering. You're not building yourself up, you're just burning yourself out.
This is the perfect way to think about it. Imagine running until your lungs are on fire every single day for no reason at all. That's just pointless pain. But training with that same intensity because you've signed up for a marathon, that is a completely different story. Suddenly, the pain has meaning. It's not pain anymore. It's powerful fuel.
And this gets us to the absolute core of the idea: understanding the critical difference between punishment and sacrifice.
Just look at the contrast here. Self-punishment, it has no why. It feels like torture, and it just breaks you down. But sacrifice, aha, that's driven by purpose. It feels like powerful fuel. And the result? It builds you up. It transforms the whole experience from torture into an investment in the person you're trying to become.
So the first step isn't to just go find some random hard thing to do. Nope. The first step is to get crystal clear on your why, to find who it is you want to become. Because that purpose, that's the magic ingredient. It's the alchemy that turns the hard parts of the journey into the very fuel you need to get there.
Okay, so how do we put all this into practice? How do we start using discomfort as our own personal compass to find that next level?
It really all comes back to this one simple trigger. When you start to feel that sense of ease, that things are on autopilot, don't see it as the destination, see it as a signpost. It's your brain basically telling you, hey, you've mastered this level, you're ready for what's next. So, just remember these three things. 1. Real growth only ever happens on the other side of uncomfortable. 2. A powerful purpose is what turns that pain into power. And 3. When you combine those two, your next level is always waiting for you.
And that leaves us with one final question for you to think about. What's the one thing, you know the one, that you've been avoiding just because it feels hard? Because that discomfort you're running from, well, that just might be the most powerful fuel you've got.